What's going on, everybody? Strong close here in NVIDIA and Netflix. Wow. Tesla, pretty mediocre. Wow, that meta reversal. Look at that. That meta trade was great. Who caught that today? Can you guys hear me on Discord? You can? All right, cool. Awesome. Well, we got about 2 minutes here until the close. I typically like to get on here just a little bit before so I can watch the closing print on these names. Let's see here. I want to do this. I want to split these. I want to go, what is it, Ford and QCOM? Yes. I feel like I'm missing one here, though. ARM, MSTR. Yeah, we got some other ones here as well. Let me, I'm going to change this name here. There we go. Cool. All right. Honestly, I may just split it up into fours here for now. So we can watch all these. We got ARM as well, and we got MSTR. That'll be a big one. I hope you guys can see all this okay. Can y'all see my chart all right? I know we got a lot going on here. So we got MSTR bottom left. We got ARM top right. We got QCOM. Sorry, we got ARM bottom right, MSTR bottom left, QCOM top right, Ford top left. Amazing. So we'll see what these do here. ARM is really ripping here into the close. That's going to be good for NVIDIA. NVIDIA is kind of following suit here. So ARM and NVIDIA are going to be kind of tied together on this one here. Bitcoin is under 100,000, so that's going to be kind of interesting for MSTR, but I think MSTR is going to be doing good. So, all right. Let's see. Market just closed here. Times and sales on Ford. Didn't see any crazy closing prints there. Looks like I missed the QCOM. So QCOM's already popping off here. I'm just going to close all these, whatever. QCOM up really nicely. Yeah, their earnings came out within 30 seconds. So Qualcomm Q1 2025 adjusted EPS 341 a share, beats 296 estimate, revenue 11.669 billion versus the 10.92 billion estimates. So they crushed that almost by a full $1 billion. So that's a pretty decent beat there. Record revenue, EPS beat, growth across our diversification initiatives. That's good. So we'll see where this one goes here. It's starting to come back a little bit. Flocks on YouTube. What do I think of Qualcomm? I don't really have it. It's starting to kind of come down here, actually, which is interesting. I don't know exactly why, but we'll have to see what that does. For everything I'm seeing so far, it looks good. So I would guess to the upside here, but I honestly don't know exactly where that's going to go. I'm not like insanely familiar with the company. Looks like ARM's starting to pop off here on the bottom right. That's going to be good. Watch NVIDIA based on what ARM does as well. Don't see any news quite yet on that. Ford looks like they haven't reported. MSTR hasn't either. Let me see what time those can come out here. So ARM is projected to be 402. So that looks like they're just now coming out. MSTR is going to be 401. So those should have already come out, but I don't see any movement on that yet. ARM starting to come back in. Qualcomm starting to come back in. I'm talking like an auctioneer here. After I go over all of these guys, we can do a little bit of Q&A, and then I'll get out of here. Talk about kind of today's trading day. Meta was just beautiful. I sized insanely too small on that and still made a pretty decent chunk of change on that. So those contracts did over 100% at one point, but we caught the majority of that move there. Ended up hitting the high of 718. That's insane. ARM trying to bounce up here a little bit. MSTR starting to come down. It's kind of interesting. But I guess that, well, I mean, Bitcoin did good until the end of the year in 2024. So that's kind of surprising. We'll see what happens with that. So MSTR holds 471,000 Bitcoins. That's insane. ARM starting to break under 165. We're seeing NVIDIA pull back a little bit here. Still don't see any specific numbers on ARM yet. MSTR bouncing up a little bit here. Interesting. Not a ton of movement here on these. I mean, Qualcomm shot up 185, hit a low 172, back to 175. I mean, we're right at where we closed today. So, I mean, this is flat. Ford's starting to bounce up a little bit here. Not much, only about 6 cents. Ford is just pretty cheap, it looks like these days here. MSTR is starting to bounce a little bit back above 336. We closed the day at 336.70, so that's flat as well. A little these aren't as exciting as I thought they could have been. Ford coming back down to 10. What did I say? Did I not say it right? Yeah, Ford sold off. I mean, it was down 1.5%. Oop, numbers right on Ford. There it goes. Down to 9.60 or $9.60 a share there. ARM and Qualcomm pretty flat though. I mean, ARM's down about $6, so I mean it's not nothing, but it's not like a 10% move. I guess about a 5% move though. So yeah, Ford looks negative here. Let's see what's going on. So let's see the Ford numbers. Don't see anything just yet here. Nice, TK. And so ARM Holdings sees Q4 revenue of 1.18 billion to the 1.28 billion estimate. So just a small miss there. Ford sees 2025 adjusted EBITDA 7 billion to the 8.5 billion estimate. Wow, so they missed by $1.5 billion. This is going to come down. Watch this break under $9.50. This thing's going to get smashed. NVIDIA closed on the high of the day. That's actually really good. They closed right at 125. Let's see what else is going on here. So we broke that $9.50. Honestly, pretty surprised with Qualcomm. Not much movement there. MSTR is kind of the same thing, only down about $1.50. Nothing that crazy. Do MS call. It's not doing anything. Let's see. We'll see what time that comes out here. I don't have that on this. Tomorrow morning, though, we have Lilly, Roblox, Hershey, Peloton, Under Armour, Kellogg's. Some decently big names there. Not like big tech, of course. But then tomorrow, after the close, we got Amazon, Net, and Pinterest. Also a firm, TTWO. It's going to be interesting with Grand Theft Auto coming out this year. So, yeah. Looks like ARM's starting to sell off a little more here. Ford is just getting smashed. Down about 6% right now from close. We're already down 1.5% on the day. What else you guys seeing? That's about it, I think, for these. It's for those at $9 level. Yeah, wow, that's a pretty solid support. So we're going to come down to that area. I wonder what their earnings call does, but that's interesting here. I'll go on a bigger chart here for us. I mean, that's a big move on Ford. Wow. Yeah, so this $9 level, look at this. Let's see, what's that on? Looks like a monthly chart. I don't know why mine looks different. Because I have a 9.5 support. Huh. Yeah, pretty interesting though. Ford, I mean, if it breaks, I mean, it's breaking pretty major support here. This 9.50 to $9 area, if that gets taken out, I mean, this thing's gonna get smashed. It's already down pretty good. So yeah, I mean, I'll go back. Let's check these other ones out here. Qualcomm pretty flat. I mean, ARM is under 165, but it's honestly reaching about 10%. So I mean, that's not a super small move, but we were up almost 7% today on that, up $11. We're just kind of giving that back. MSTR next to nothing there, so that's kind of done. So, all right, well, I'll open it up for some questions now, guys. Do you have them? I can go over my meta trade from today. I wasn't live streaming it, but it was what I wanted yesterday. So I think a lot of people were at least aware of it. I know some people made some money on that today. That was a crazy trade. I wish I would have put more size to it, but still it was over 100%. So really solid day for me on very little capital. Do I know a good place to sell organs, Duco? I would say the black market's probably a pretty good spot. Probably shouldn't say that on a public stream, but whatever. Yeah. What else you guys got for me? Anyone else take that meta trade today? I know Carrie did. I think she's in here. It was a good one. Any tickers, any other questions y'all have too as well? You could throw those in. YouTube, Twitter, y'all can do the same. What was the meta trader today? So it was a trade on meta stock. I'll go over that here in a sec. One day I'll get off work and hold my meta longer. Yeah, well, $100 $100, but that was kind of a tricky one. I wanted to add more into that. But I mean, look at this. I mean, this was the move I wanted yesterday with you guys. But the only thing that to me, it was kind of what set this apart was, we got the pullback off the open that I wanted. I bought a little bit here into this dip, and I added Just some small size right here before the break. And I wanted to add, kind of up and near yesterday's high. So this just rips right through that close to 710. I added more right where that bubble is there, around 706, and then sold kind of right up here at about 712. So regardless, good trade. I mean, this was the 718. So I mean, those contracts just went insane. But I want you to look at the difference between today, which is what I wanted, and then yesterday here at the open. We got the pullback I wanted, and I think one of the reasons this failed was it did not get through this high a day. We hit a high of 702 on this candle here, and the high of the day was 702.50. So I think if we could have taken that out, broken 704, then 705, we would have gotten what we got today. But you can just see how quickly these can roll back over on you. That's why your stop loss is so you just got to keep it tight. Right under 700, we were out totally fine. Waited a day, and we caught this. So I wish it was on stream with you guys today, but regardless, this was a pretty set in stone trade. That was pretty clear, I think. So that was the trade there, Helen. I'm trying to dark. I've been bag holding for like a decade now. Ethan, did you Netflix? I think it did better than Meta. Yeah, so I mean, Netflix does, their contracts go pretty crazy for sure if you can catch it. But no, I did not catch this at all. Look at this. I mean, the opening, 2 hours were just choppy and flat, and out of nowhere, this just went, and I was just kind of gone for the day. And then, the one thing I probably would have tried to take would have been this consolidation break here. And this got above that $1,000 level, started holding above there. I would have tried to play a breakout on that. But even if I did do that, I mean, you're holding through 30 minutes of chop here, and it only moved up about $2. I want to catch Netflix when it's moving $5 to $10 in a matter of a couple minutes. And typically that's the kind of action you'll get off the open, in the opening 15 to 30 minutes. So, could I have made money on that? Sure. But to me, it wasn't that big of a deal to miss. But yesterday was a good one as well. That just kind of went straight through it, though. I mean, no clean, perfect setups for me. So, I mean, look, obviously I wish I would have made some money on it, but to me, it wasn't, I'm not super mad that I missed that. Meta was a little stressful. The contracts were moving a little weird, but and the stock was moving a little bit slow. So that's a big reason why I didn't add more to that position. I mean, that could have been a $5,000 trade if I wanted. And I don't want to say I wasn't prepared for it, but to me, if it was moving a little cleaner, I would have added more to that trade and could have made a lot more. But I think I had like 3 or 4 contracts and still made $1,000. So it's hard for me to complain about that. I was done in the first 8 minutes of the day. So, I love that. Floxy, should I buy Qualcomm 175.5? I don't know. I mean, to me, I'm not really looking to take this trade right here. I would wait for tomorrow, just to be honest with you. Just kind of see where this is. Yeah, I don't think anything was super clean today. Apps beats. Yeah, so this is up pretty nice. It's a cheap stock, but yeah, looks like it did good. Honestly, been consolidating for a while, and now it just popped. So pretty solid there. Man, dude, are you in that? Small amount. Nice. Well, on a $2.5 stock moving up $1, that's a pretty solid gain there, almost 50%. Tesla stayed pretty weak. That's interesting. Market was seemingly strong today, not too crazy, but up about 0.5% here on NQ, about the same on SPY. Tesla might be a decent downside trade tomorrow if the market's weak. I might be looking at this to trade through 375 here, down into that support around 360. I think under 375, this could just free fall down to 360, 350. Thoughts on PLTR could be overbought. Yeah, I mean, it could be. They had really good earnings. So But looking on like a daily time frame here, you're going to have this big earnings gap. So I mean, it could easily come back into 95, 90, base out there, and then go up. So I mean, I think that's a safe way to look at it, right? There's no reason for me to be trying to buy this new high, at least for like a longer term trade. Maybe for a day trade, if I'm looking for a dollar or two move to the all time high here, that's a different case scenario. But just looking to buy it up here for maybe a swing trade or something, to me isn't the smartest thing to do. But the way you're talking about is seeing it come down to like the mid 90s. I think that's the right way to look at that. Let's think about buying BTBT and holding for a month. What do you think? I don't know what that stock is, but I'll look at it for you. So I don't know Bit Digital. I don't know anything about it. To me, it's kind of it's coming into this like demand zone here. So anywhere under $3 to me could be a decent buy. Under $2.50, that could possibly go lower. I don't know. Obviously none of this is financial advice, but to me, that's how I look at it on the chart. Just pass over. Thank you for replying. Yeah, Ace, of course. Yeah, I like that idea. To me, I would rather be looking for a shorter term, short trade on that rather than just trying to buy it with all the hype around its earnings and stuff like that. So, yeah, I like it. What else you guys got for me? I'll stick around for another like 5, maybe 10 minutes here. For anyone that's here, I would really appreciate it. It would help a lot of us out if you guys would go leave a review on our WAP page where you guys signed up for that. So if you just go to the PB Alerts WAP page, that would be incredible if y'all could do that. That would mean a lot to all of us here. Captain buys lots of BTBT. The WAP page, it's where you so you're a free member, so I don't know if you've gone through that yet or not, but the WAP, I think it's Nikki in here. Nikki, do you know? I think it's like wap.com/PB alerts or something. I'll look for it as well. I'll find you guys a link. You just got to kind of sign in to your account. And let's see here. Here you go. I'm on the front page of that too. That's pretty funny. I got it right here. WAP.com. So if y'all can go in there, I think you have to sign into your account or whatever. But if y'all could leave a review, guys, that would really mean a lot to us. It does a lot more than you know. We'll try to find a little bit more seamless way to get that review process better. But a group of grand, no. So, anyways, yeah, I'll remind you guys tonight. But yeah, so I mean that's pretty much all I got for y'all. I don't have any lessons tonight, but I do have some free live trading in the morning. And then I have a coaching lesson tomorrow night. So I hope to see you all there. If there's any questions, you can still ask. I'll stick around for another minute or so. If there's nothing, then I want you guys to go enjoy the rest of your day. Let me go check these earnings real quick. Ford stayed down. Qualcomm pretty flat. ARM's down a little bit here. MSTR is starting to make its way back up. So kind of duds. Nothing too crazy besides Ford. Ford might be a decent trade through like $9 or maybe even just through the lows tomorrow. But other than that, NVIDIA 125. Love seeing that. Sweet. Group of grain. So yeah, anything else, y'all, or should we wrap things up? All right. Well, you guys have a good rest of the day. If you need me, you know where to find me. Other than that, I'll see you guys tomorrow morning for some live trading. Adios.